Why are you doing what you're doing? Why do you even want to build a visible brand? Why do you want to even be on social media? Are you on social media because everyone is saying you should? Are you building a brand because everyone is saying you should? Into me? No, let's talk about it for real. One of the most powerful things you can ever do is to identify your why. Not just in business, not just in building a brand, but why you do the things you do. It's literally the core of how you navigate life. That's my strong belief. My why has guided me throughout so many phases and journey of my life when it got challenging, when it got overwhelming, and when I really wanted to give up. Now, backtrack to 2020. 2020 was a year I decided I was going to build or start to create videos on YouTube. At that time, I was very in my head, very fearful about being on camera, not the most confident, but also very knowledgeable and wanted to share with the world. But I decided, hey, I wanted to create this video because one, I want to build my confidence and I wanted more people to know what I know. And I went ahead, started this YouTube video late at night, faceless, and then the videos that followed were me on camera, nervous, voice cracking, me sweating, multiple takes, all the things, right? Hey guys, welcome to Carey Digital. Guys, welcome to Carey Digital, where we teach you how to create, connect, and earn in the social media space. The why was what kept me going, even when my makeup was a mess. I realized my eyebrows were a mess. I realized my outfit looked a little bit off. I did not care. I didn't think too much about it. I just still kept going because my why was deeper than the surface level things. My why was even deeper than the fact that I wasn't getting a lot of views. I just kept going. And so for you, like you building a brand, you have to first discover your why. No, I know that you have quite possibly built this business. It is created based on the fact that, hey, you love this thing that you're doing, or it might be even be inspired by your own journey or the story and the transformation that you hope to bring to others. Here's a quick exercise to help you to identify and discover your why. So the first thing I would say is to look back. Look back. What experiences shaped you? For me, the experiences that shaped me include one, I was first introduced to graphic designing at the age of 6 by my mom. So my mom was a self-taught graphic designer. She would tell me, "Hey, Tiffany, come and sit beside me." And I wanted to learn how to do this thing, right? At the age of 6, I don't think that's what she told me. But, as I got older, she was like, "Hey, you need to learn this thing." And I really didn't see it as a big thing. I was just like, okay, graphics. And then I sit and I realized I liked it. I had a natural love and liking and drawn to technology. And then over the years, I realized, oh, I really love this thing. I want to do it more. And then this experience specifically made me realize, oh, I was creative, oh, I love technology, oh, I love the digital space. Fine. And then I went on to start creating graphics for others. But what I loved about graphics at the time was really making things pretty, but it was deeper than that, right? Eventually, I realized, oh, it wasn't just about making things pretty, it was really about helping my clients to stand out. And then taking you back to when I started my YouTube channel, it was literally me just sharing my knowledge. And the knowledge I had at the time, or what I would say I knew really well and wanted to share, was how to utilize Canva, how to utilize the digital space and to leverage it. And all those things they are all three different parts of my journey, but they're all connected because they shape how I show up today. It shaped one, the services I started creating, two, the content I'm creating now in terms of me, hey, telling you that, hey, you need to stop hiding and start showing up more boldly, because I know too well that hiding can really hinder you. So those experiences have shaped me. So when I look back on my own journey and how I've grown and how I've transformed and the things that really made me go, wow, those are the things that helped me to show up in a new way and in a way that helped my clients today. And if you keep watching, you'll hear what is my why. Now, another thing you can do is to look inward. What lights you up? What lights you up? Like what just naturally when you're doing it, when you hear about it, when you're learning about it, lights you up. And then what would you do if you were not being paid? Guys, I have a confession here. At one point in my life, when people would come to me and say, "Hey, I wanted to design something for you," I would be doing them for free. I would be designing for free. I spent a lot of my years, a great portion of my years, designing for free. But interestingly, I would not do it now because, as much as I love designing and I enjoy it, it's not the thing that lights me up the most these days. And I'm going to tell you what lights me up these days that I would do for free, but of course I want to get paid. But hear me out. Graphics was a thing that made me come alive, that lights me up, and I would do it for free. So that's what I say, when you look inward, look at the thing that lights you up. Today, the thing that lights me up more than graphics or more than designing is literally share my knowledge with others. It is so surprising to say no, thinking about how I actually started out in my journey. But that is the thing that lights me up, that I would do for free. Like, I would literally just sit in a room talking to people for 30 minutes, like, "Hey, these are the things that I've learned. This is how you can apply it. These are the things that I probably struggled with, and this is how I conquered or overcame them." Right? Those are the things that light me up today, and that's because I've looked inward to really realize it. And then look outward. Who do you feel called to serve? Now, this is a big one because I used to always say, "Oh, I am serving women entrepreneurs." I didn't think deeper to why I wanted to serve women entrepreneurs, but I just always felt led to serve them. I could have said, "Well, I serve entrepreneurs," but I am not saying I just serve entrepreneurs. I can say I serve women entrepreneurs, who I do, but I am very specific about the women entrepreneurs I serve. And this is because I have looked outward of who I'm called to serve. And so the women entrepreneurs I'm really called to serve are those who are hiding behind the scenes and want to step from behind the scenes to build a brand that is visible. So that is my audience. That is who I feel called to serve. And then I have a second set of audience I'm called to serve, which is very new. And these are my children. I'm called to serve children who are naturally creative, tech savvy, and they want to learn how to utilize technology in a way to build their own brand and business and to create solutions. So I'm talking about my children who are, solution makers, game changers, change makers, and innovators. This is very new to me. This is a very new audience for me, but I'm called to serve them. And this is all inspired by my own journey, even as a child as well. Who do you get excited about helping? Same thing. I really get excited about helping women entrepreneurs who want to build a visible brand, especially those who say, "I don't want to be on camera, Carey." I am really, like, really excited to help them because, listen, I've been where they have been, I've been where you have been. And, even this video series, which is a 7-part series, "Stop Hiding, Showing Up Boldly," I am literally excited to help you because I know the challenges and I have gone through it and have the solutions to help you and to help you transform. And then, of course, look forward. What kind of impact do you want to leave? What is the legacy? What do you want to leave with those who you serve? So, this is a really great exercise to help you to identify your why. What I've identified is that my why has shifted since when I first started, and it makes me wonder. It actually makes me realize, not just wonder, but realize, like, how I show up in the social media space is totally different. So here's it. When I first started out on YouTube, my number one thing was that, hey, I want to build my confidence, build my on camera confidence, and I wanted to share my knowledge with the world. Now, listen, I have achieved all of that over the last 5 years. And so, what I found is that my why has shifted significantly. And so, I have been spending a lot of time, like, more like identifying, why am I even showing up on social media? How am I showing up on social media? And even other ways I can show up outside of social media since I've achieved that goal. The why now has transitioned into using my own journey to help other women entrepreneurs to overcome the challenges that I have gone through and to help them to build a visible brand based on my own journey. I have transitioned from a GI specialist to doing branding and helping women with building their online camera confidence because I realized that some of my zone of genius, or one of my zone of genius, is really impacting the lives of women entrepreneurs who want to be more visible, those who are really overwhelmed by fear of showing up for whatever the reason is. If you've been watching this series, I'll remind you that it is because you have a fear of success, a fear of criticism, a fear of failing. And no, I am just focused on really focusing more on my why. What's my why? I do what I do because I believe women, especially women entrepreneurs, those who are smart and talented like you, needs to be heard and seen. I do find that a lot of women entrepreneurs like you who are smart, knowledgeable, really know a lot of things are hiding behind the scenes because of your own fear of criticism, being rejected, fear of failure, fear of success, and if I'm going to be honest, you don't quite know how to navigate the space. And so my why is deeply connected to that. And so my mission is to help women to build visible, impactful brands with clarity, with courage and confidence so they can live in their purpose and get paid doing it. And this is all connected to some of the skills that I've garnered over the years: design, my own journey of creating content on social media, and building my own confidence through getting clarity, through building courage, and of course, showing up confidently. I want you to take a minute and I want you to just write down your why. Write it. You can drop it in the comments and let me know, what is your why? Why do you want to build a visible brand? And I want you to keep asking yourself until you get very clear. As I said, it won't be in one sitting. You won't get it in one sitting, but I'm telling you, the minute you are clear and have clarity on that foundation, it will sustain you when the journey gets really challenging. This is a 7-part series, and I've been talking about hiding, identifying our fears, conquering them, rewriting our story, showing up with courage, knowing our why. If this resonated with you, I'd like you to give it a like, subscribe to this channel for more videos like this, and of course, share it with a friend who you believe this will greatly benefit.